Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our meeting today is to talk about the observation in the classroom the day before yesterday. Thank you for letting me spend time in your classroom. The students were very eager to get the activities that you planned, and I enjoyed just seeing such excitement about learning. Now, during our discussion today, we're going to talk about the observation and the data collected. Now, the purpose of this is to collaboratively review the observation and the data and to discuss how that informs your teaching. We will also co-construct a plan that's going to reflect any adjustments that this data suggests to support your teaching and student learning. Now, I have shared some feedback in writing with you right after the observation, but we're going to begin today by giving you an opportunity to share your thoughts about the lesson. Tell me how you think it went.
I think that I've been a teacher longer than you've been an administrator, and I think after 10 years, I know how to teach science class.
Your experience is very important to the students and the 7th grade Earth Science team. Now, the goal that you chose is related to student questioning. Tell me about the questioning in the block that I observed.
All my students were able to answer all of my questions. I think that indicates I'm asking the right questions.
Let's talk about the data. During our pre-conference, I brought a data collection sheet, and during the observation, I used that to collect information about the different questions that you asked, and I also used it to collect data on the wait times. May I share that data with you?
Sure. Guess we're going to look at it no matter what I say, so.
So, let's look at the collected data. Each time you asked a question, I noted the question, and in the last column, I did a quick average of the combined wait times. What does that data tell you?
I don't understand why any of this is applicable. Almost every single one of my students pass the SOLs every single year. I think that indicates that I'm asking the right kinds of questions. How long were you a teacher before you were a principal?
You have had very good success with your students. We are both educators because I believe we want what's best for the students. We are here today to talk about a goal to help improve student learning and result in an even higher percentage of your students passing the SOLs.
I'm sorry, this is just emotional for me. I've never had anybody critique my instruction like this. I mean, I understand you have to do what you have to do, but
while there are mandates for teacher evaluations, how about we agree to consider this as an opportunity for you to think about the students in your classroom?
yes, it is about the students. I guess I overreacted. I just took your comments to mean that I'm not a good teacher.
Oh, I appreciate your honesty and your feelings about this process. Our shared goal is to improve performance of all students, and effective questioning is a great way to do that. You're already a good teacher, and in using this, we can improve the levels of learning to an even higher level. May I share that data with you now?
Oh, well, I already read the feedback that you left for me after the observation, and it included the comments that I'm asking questions that are too easily answered. I think I could do a better job at asking higher level questions.
Well, you effectively used a variety of questions, and your students were generally responsive and they were engaged. Now, based on the goals established in our pre-conference, I used the data collection sheet. And during the observation, I collected information about the different types of questions that you used and also collected information on the wait time.
Okay.
Now, each time you asked the question, I noted that type of question, and in the last column, I did a quick average of the combined wait times. So what does that data tell you?
Well, I see here I started out with a lot of basic low-level questions, and then I ended with mid-level questions. Are you sure I didn't ask more high-level questions than this?
No, why would you ask that question?
Because I pride myself on the rigor of our activities. They're always at least at an analysis level, and I always encourage my students to always be very creative.
Well, your activities were challenging, and they required higher level planning and thinking of your students, and that's good. Let's consider the difference, though, between the level of what your students are doing and your level of questions.
I guess I never thought of it that way. What my students are doing and the level of questions I'm asking are different.
Tell me more.
My students do very well in my class. I need to think about my level of questions so that they go to an even deeper level of learning. If they're doing high-level activities, I still need to be asking them high-level questions. Before I saw this data, I guess I didn't realize that I was stuck asking low to mid-level questions. I need to balance the two so that I guide and facilitate their learning with my questions. I will make notes in my lesson plan about the level of questions that I ask.
So what I think I hear you saying is, as appropriate, you're going to focus on asking a variety of questions with appropriate level of higher level order ones to stimulate higher level thinking, regardless as to the type of task that the students are doing.
I think I can do that.
Okay, so shall we talk about the wait time next?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, it's easy to see here that my wait time decreased as the lesson went on, but there's a reasonable explanation for that.
And what's that reason?
Well, when I put students in groups, they just get rowdy.
You want to talk a little bit more about why you think that is?
Well, when I ask a question and I'm waiting on the students, the other students just lose interest.
Well, do you have any ideas as to how you might make all the students in the classroom stay engaged during that wait time?
Well, I guess I could put the students into groups and have the group come up with the answer to the question, and instead of just asking the individuals.
That's a very good solution. You have been very reflective on ways to improve your wait time and questioning. So, let's review what we've decided. You are going to make notations in your lesson plans to cue yourself to a higher level order of questions, and you're going to try strategies of asking those questions to small groups rather than an individual. And we're doing this to keep the students engaged. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have included all of this in an action plan, and I'd like to leave you with a copy. Also have left you with a link to a website that's going to give you great ideas about different ways to improve student learning, and it's also going to give you strategies about appropriate wait time. Now, I'm sure you're going to find it beneficial. Do you have any other questions or anything else you'd like to mention?
No.
All right. Well, I enjoyed spending time in your classroom, and I enjoyed talking to you about ways of improving student achievement, as well as your ideas to continue to perfect your teaching. I have high expectations of you, and I know you can do it. I'll check with you next week.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.